Is it? Is it really?
Hey, folks! Come and join the magic every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on Show Me Your Pick with my good friend Fruitcake Tony and the live crew.
What's going on, guys?
What happened?
Hey,
Hi.
now.
How's
What's
it going?
happening?
It's a great night to be streaming, everybody.
Saturday.
Saturday night.
Yep.
September the 11th, 2021.
Oh, how I've missed the crib.
Missed
Yeah.
you. We missed you, Sandra.
Yes.
I hope you had a nice tractor show.
Yes, the season
Good.
was cool.
Is that season over now?
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Because it'll be snowing next week.
Maybe.
Ha
You never know. It
know.
very well could.
But you know what's
It's supposed
coming
to
up,
go up in the snow, Brendan.
I love the snow. I love the fall. If I could live in snow, I mean, I would probably take one of those jobs in one of those Arctic weather stations just because I like the snow that much, you know?
Now,
All
could you deal with like the 8 people being there, like you're with the same 7 other people for like?
I watched the movie The Thing. It was one of my favorites. I could do it.
The original 1982, right?
Yeah, well, that's actually the second one, but
That's
yes,
the remake.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
but yes, but that
should
to
say the
me,
original modern, but
to
yeah,
me and everybody, yeah, it's
I
kind of the
hate
original.
The new one. I
The
can't
original,
stand it.
Kurt Russell, right?
Yes,
The
correct.
original. That's 73?
82,
83?
82.
82.
But you know what made that version the best, right? Who did it? Who did that version?
Oh,
John Carpenter.
yeah,
Yep.
That's why it was the
That's
best.
exactly right.
that's
That's
why,
right.
because
Who doesn't? I mean, maybe you guys aren't. I'm a huge John Carpenter fan.
Oh,
That's
well-
why I think it was the best.
Was it really 82? Was it that
Yeah.
late?
It was
Yeah.
82.
Wow.
No,
I'm getting
I've said-
old.
I've
Damn.
said it before though that Halloween is my favorite movie along with Jaws. They're like they go up and down. I can't pick one.
I love them both.
And then The Thing, and then
Yeah.
I just love it. Yeah,
You're a lot like me. Jaws is
Yep.
maybe number 1, 2
No.
with me. Yeah.
Brendan, I was afraid that it was that nostalgia thing with Jaws. So like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, like summer night on a weekend, we had nothing to do and we threw it on, and I was like, nope, still holds up.
oh, it's great.
Like it was like I still pick out little things. Oh, I missed that. Oh, I forgot about that. Like
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they did a was it a 40th anniversary where they had a big showing at like an outdoor theater, and you had to be in a tube in a lake.
oh nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't think I would have done it,
I
but
could-
that's
I
cool
could
because
do
you
any of
and
that.
you know there was people in there. You know there were scuba divers in there, right?
Nope. Yeah, exactly. Grabbing feet and stuff.
Yeah.
Or
cool.
like boyfriends and husbands going up to like their kids and their wives and grabbing their feet.
Sorry, we're getting off on a tangent, TK.
No,
Sorry,
no.
man.
Analog Kid, Charles Green, Bent Tom, Sandra. How you guys doing? Good to
Doing
see
well,
you.
you guys. Doing well. Working all the time.
It's
Yeah.
keeping you young, Charles. Like that's what's keeping us all young. Is we're all super busy all the time, right?
Man, I'll tell you what. It all starts falling apart when you hit your late 50s. I'm just saying.
It does
Well,
hurt
I
though
will
when you
tell
get up
you,
in the morning.
My dad has now crossed into his 70s, and he was out there with me for 10 hours, pressure washing my house with like What are like the double? Like it you can still buy it. It's non-commercial, but it's like
There you
double
go,
the strength of a
Charles.
regular pressure washer, where
Mhm.
it literally kicks you back.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not big, but I do enough weight training that, I can control one of those things, no problem. I'm not weak. And
Yeah.
I was like trying to hold it back like this. And there's my dad up on a ladder, 14 feet up, like, come on, stop being a wussy. Stop it again. Come on. Like, get out here. Like,
I would like your dad, Tom.
I only hope I can be that strong at his age.
Wow.
He
Yeah.
was out there keeping up with me all day, and I was more tired and worn out the next day.
I love it.
So we are on episode number 63, Sandra.
Wow.
Yes.
Very cool.
63.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes/Asia. I just want to take a second to welcome everybody who is tuning in. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe, hit that bell to never miss an upload. And if you're interested in tipping the channel or supporting the stream, there's a PayPal link. Please, thank you. Okay.
Ding.
Who's here tonight, Sandra?
Me again.
I see all the cool kids.
Well, you weren't here last time, so you got the assignment.
Okay, Hitman is in the house. Dwight
Dwight.
Bailey.
What's going on, bro?
Music Therapy Laz is here.
Nice to hear you, buddy.
Quentin James just popped in. Hey, Q.
What's going on, Quinn?
Janice Lala.
Janice, how are you, girl?
Dan in New Jersey.
Dan, what's up, buddy?
5150. Christopher
From a tri-state
Kurosawa,
one in New Jersey.
Simon Hosford.
Hey,
Keith
Kurt.
H.
Simon.
Haas.
Me.
Haas.
Brendan.
Hey, Keith. How you doing, man?
Butt Cheeks.
What's up,
Tim
buddy?
Thomas.
I'm not
Hi,
showing
Tim.
those.
Mike Johnson is with
Hey, Tim.
us.
What's up, guys?
All right.
Hey, Chris.
Andrew or
Hey.
Brad. British Electric Blues and 5150 shows.
Yes,
in the
British
house.
Electric Blues.
Hey,
is here.
Brad.
And
Hey,
Kurt's
what's
here.
going on, you guys?
And
Brad,
anybody
Andrew,
else popping
Brad.
in?
Hey, Christopher, what's going on, man?
Here. Eric Salinas
Hey,
is
Eric.
just popping in.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome everybody.
Eric. Yeah.
Make sure you
Keith.
share
How you doing,
this.
bro?
Tweet this out.
Thank you, everybody, for being here on the show and in the chat.
Yes,
Because otherwise, if you guys weren't here, we'd just be talking to ourselves.
Yeah.
which we can do anyway.
Can
We
you
did.
We,
hear me
we've
out?
done you right
Oh,
on
yeah.
Mafia,
No
right?
I can go moderate, right?
That's fun too.
No problems there.
It's more fun though when you have people to interact with in the chat and live. I think it's like an extra layer.
I did not see Lenny Lou, but if they're watching, hello, ladies.
Yeah, I've seen
Hey,
it.
Hey, Lenny.
Yeah.
How you doing? I
Hope
you're good.
you guys are okay.
Very-
I haven't seen her lately.
Hope
Yeah,
you're
no.
good as well.
Wishing them well for
Yep.
sure.
Yep, yep,
All
yep.
right, boot me out.
Oh,
Get me
it's
outta
time to boot her out.
He's ready
Okay.
right away.
See ya.
Come back now, you hear?
Go work on that Metallica.
We'll see you later.
Everybody in the chat,
It's
make
actually
room.
really
Here
fun
she
to do it.
comes.
Look out, folks.
Isn't that fun to play that song?
It is.
So
All right,
much fun.
sweetie. We'll see you a little later.
Look out, folks. Christopher,
right.
Christopher, that show of the 9/25, that date, that's my birthday. So I don't think they're of course we're going to do a show, but you got Alice Cooper and Ace Frehley. You got to go see that. You got to
When?
go see that.
Heck yes.
2 weeks is my birthday, Tony.
Wasn't he
Okay.
supposed to see Kiss in Detroit, but it got canceled
It got canceled. Yeah.
due to Gene? So now we'll see it at the end because they rescheduled those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey guys, I'm going to see Priest Monday with
Nice.
Sept Dawn.
That's
Oh,
gonna be
I'm
cool.
Can't
jealous.
wait. First live
That's
music
cool.
I've heard in a long time.
That's
I've
going to be
never
good,
heard
man.
Any Seven on, but I've heard they're really good. Is that like, are you into them? Are your kids into them? Do you
No, that's more my kids. More my
Okay.
kids, but
And they're
I've
I'm
listened just to get ready for it. I've listened. They've got some YouTube stuff out there. I've checked it out. It's good.
I've heard they're good. I've
Hey.
only heard one of their songs for like 10 seconds, but I can tell you their rhythms are tight as hell.
Yeah, yeah. It's
You know what I mean?
I'm really looking forward to it. And
Yeah,
I'm not
you're
even
being
trying to
good, Bob.
overthink the whole thing. I just want to get into the damn arena, get into a seat, and let that band go.
I'm not the biggest Grateful Dead fan, but even going to see Dead and Company, I was like, it's a live show. There's people here. Everyone's having a good
Right.
time. This is all. And I mean, there was a couple people they took out that were just out of their head, but most people, I didn't really run into any.
No, at a dead
You get
show.
that anywhere.
Everyone was so happy to be at live music.
Yeah.
We're just like, yeah, go ahead, brother, go ahead. We're all gonna get in, man. Go ahead, because It took 45 minutes to get in, and everyone was like, one guy was like, he looked around, this big guy, biggest guy there, and he goes, "We ain't going anywhere, so we might as well all chill out." And everyone just kind of went.
That's right.
People not trying to rush in because
right.
you're not going to go anywhere.
That's right. That's right. Well, let's just hope everything goes off without a hitch and everything's cool, man. We got Wolfgang coming up here in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like that.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get my ears warmed up with some Priest so that I can go and really burn them out with some Guns N' Roses. That's what I'm looking to do here, and some Wolfgang, man. That's going to be so cool.
My first show is going to be in November, John 5 in Ingve.
Oh, wow.
I want to go to that show, man. Well, the one near me, but same show. Man.
No, come up and go to this one. You can stay here. You know?
Oh, by the way,
on a show
if I could be a
tonight.
babysitter, I would.
Tesla's coming, right, Tony? Have you? Are you going?
I want to go.
Well, I want to go.
I did go to that show too. Yeah.
I heard Ty mention it. Ty's only 12 miles from me. He's 12 miles away. Maybe 14 miles.
Yeah.
See what's up.
Yeah, I am.
So who all in here and in the chat have seen Asia or Yes or both?
I've seen them both.
Never seen either band.
I haven't either. My wife saw Styx and Yes, the tour before Chris Squire passed. She said it was really good.
Wow.
So, but no, I've never seen him. But Asia, I have kind of a funny story about Asia. It's not really funny, but when I was 11 or 12, we had just moved. My parents got divorced, and we just moved. And I was listening to that, and I made my own drumsticks out of like dowel rods and tape, and I had my couch drum set, with all the pillows.
Excellent.
So heat of the moment, man. That was my jam. That was my first actual air drumming thing. So
nice.
that holds a special place in my heart.
That's
that album,
awesome.
It's got great reverb on the drums on that album too.
Yeah.
It's got that they.
Yeah.
Big wall, like when boom boom, it's like boom boom
boom boom boom.
I love those.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know some people hate them; they're very polarizing, but I love those reverbs. You can pick out the time period; it's so stylistic, and it kind of pigeonholes it to that time period. But I just love it because it is an effect from that era, and it was like, yeah, let's throw it on every track,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for my ignorance on this, you guys, because I've never seen them. But what year did Asia? When was their debut album?
82.
82. Okay, I was going to say 83, 84. So
they formed in 81, but they released the first album in 82. So yeah.
I saw them in 83 on the Asia Invasion tour.
Oh, nice. Because I'm a big Steve Howe fan, and I like. You guys remember GTR?
Yeah.
I love GTR. Because Steve Hackett, Steve Howe. It's just that's another awesome freaking. They had some good songs. But Steve Howe's been he's been around for forever, and he's still got chops, man.
Oh yeah.
I remember being I think it would have been 1976, 77 when Yes songs came out. I believe I was
Yes songs is 72.
Well, I was listening to it in that time, so I'd have been like a sophomore in high school.
Yeah, that's a great triple album.
And it was such a good live album. So that was really my saturation with Yes when I was in high school is when I got into them. But probably 76, 70, maybe 75.
When I was in high school, I used to come home every day and listen to that album. Nice. Triple live vinyl. Killer.
Yeah.
Very muddy and shitty mix, but the playing on it is off the charts.
That's when you just upgrade your stereo and live with it, I guess.
Yeah. No, it's in the vinyl. It's just the technology at the time. They didn't get a good recording, but the
Analog, that's the greatest thing about you, man. You are a vinyl dude. You know things about vinyl that every time I'm around you and you talk about vinyl, I learn something, bro.
Yeah, inside it had a tour book, and each guy had their own centerfold. So when I met them on their 35th anniversary tour, it was full circle coming from high school, having each guy sign his page to me and then putting it back in the vinyl.
That's
great.
Awesome. Did you, when you first heard John Anderson, did you equate it to Getty because it was kind of high pitched?
I found out about, yes, I think kind of sort of through Rush indirectly, but
yeah,
I never really saw the connection because Getty had a lot more bite and grit in his voice, and
he did, but there was a couple.
Anderson is much more angelic, but
Right.
you know, one has outlived the other. Getty can't sing worth a damn today, and John Anderson sounds amazing. He's a
Isn't
freak.
that weird?
It's
Isn't that
it's
weird?
tough, you know.
Well, here's the thing: when
vocal cords
Getty
don't hold up.
speaks, he speaks in a low voice. So when
Sure.
he's singing, that's not his real voice. John Anderson, when he talks, sounds like that.
Okay.
So when he
Oh,
sings, it's
it's
not a
not
big
that.
deal.
So he hasn't strained his voice his whole life.
No, he doesn't strain his voice at
Right.
all, and he sounds amazing. The guy's a
Oh,
freak. He's 72 and still sounds exactly like that, on point.
And,
Yeah.
and Charles,
He's a
think
freak.
about, like, straining your voice for that many years. I had vocal cord
Oh,
disease for like 3 weeks, and
Yeah, I can't even
talk normally
imagine.
now.
You
So
know,
think about straining your voice for that many years.
John Anderson isn't straining. When you hear him talk,
No, I mean
he
Getty.
talks like that. His voice
I mean
is
Getty.
super high.
Yeah,
some people
no,
don't.
no, I
Some
just meant
people's
Getty.
vocal cords just don't get damaged no matter what they do.
Like
Some
Sammy
people
Hagar,
have, like,
he
very
can still
robust-
sing
yeah.
wonderfully, you know.
Yeah.
But and I know there's a technique to like those screamy dudes and the dudes that
Yeah.
really hit those rock screams. But still, they're the ones. Sometimes you do all you want, and it's just, you know, your
Yeah,
age
you
and
can't
elasticity.
duplicate.
You can't maintain.
Well,
it.
I mean, it's the same as any, you know, with genetics. There's people that have, you know, brush their teeth 8 times a day and get tons of cavities. And then there's people
Right.
like, you know, that I know, a friend of mine, rarely ever brushes his teeth, never flosses them, and never has had a cavity.
I hope he wears a mask all the time because his breath must be.
I know, right?
I'm kidding. That's mean. I'm sorry.
Have a
So, I
tic
mean,
tac.
like, I guess for me, I would say he rarely brushes his teeth because I'm fanatical about doing it every time I eat. But, you know, maybe he does it once a day or whatever, you know, for like a hot minute, but, you know, half a minute. But, you know, it's just crazy. He never gets a cavity. I'm like so jealous.
Yeah, you know, there's people out there like that. Freaks of nature, Tom.
Or people
Freaks.
that like don't get poison ivy, poison oak, anything.
Oh God, I get poison ivy. I look
Love
at it, I get
against
it.
If you don't get it, that blows my mind. You know?
Hey, KXM Rock and Jeff K, what's going on, guys?
How's it going?
So, yes, you know, of course, I like the. No, I can't think. Now, where's my voice now? No, like, I can't think of the album. God damn it! It's the MTV era where all the videos.
90125.
Yes, thank you. Just some of those videos were cool as shit too. You know.
Oh yeah.
And again, I equate a lot of that stuff to videos because I grew up like Tony grew up with MTV. You know.
You can't not think of Asia and not think of MTV.
And yes in Asia, and because
Yeah, Yes got a rebirth in the 80s with 90125.
So kid, let me ask you,
I think
did you see the new Yes or Yes back in the day, or both?
I never got to see him in the 70s. I grew up on the 70s records, but by the time I came of age, my first tour was 90125. Because my first Rush concert was 82. My first Yes concert was 83. But if I could go in a time machine, I'd see him in 72.
Right.
That's the classic lineup. So I saw him from 90125 to 2004, every tour. Once John Anderson was not in the band, I'm out. No John Anderson, no Yes. Sorry.
I mean,
Interesting.
it's hard. Well, yeah, because it's the sound. That's
No John Anderson, no
good,
Yes.
All right, Analog Kid. You got to pick one.
Okay.
Trevor Rabin or Steve Howe?
That's a tough one, man. I guess I'm going to have to go Steve Howe, but that's really tough.
I would go.
They're
Steve
so
Howe.
different.
I would go Steve Howe.
They're so
You feel
different.
so
They're completely different
like-
guitar players.
That's like apples and oranges. But if I had to say it, it would be like by like 2% Steve Howe.
Steve Howe's kind of a legend.
Here's
Yeah.
a crazy question.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Tom. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
Who's the better singer? Trevor Rabin. Who's the better songwriter? Trevor Rabin. Who's better looking? Trevor Rabin.
Who looks like he's 47 instead of 67? Trevor Rabin.
Yeah. Trevor Rabin.
Guys, Rick
Steve Howe
Wakeman.
looks like he's the creeper of the
Oh, Charles, I know what you're gonna do, Charles.
The Crypt Keeper.
Rick Wakeman or Keith Emerson?
Oh man.
Who?
Rick Wakeman or Keith Emerson?
Oh, Rick Wakeman all day,
Wakeman.
every day.
Rick Wakeman.
Wow.
Chris Squire and Geddy Lee's a fine line. Geddy Lee
Wow.
just
For
an
me,
edge.
because you have like, for me, you have like the one that I see, like I see Emerson Morris, like that's what I think of, like for the band.
Yeah.
But if you were to separate them from that band, I prefer Wakeman. You know what I mean? But in that band, I don't prefer Wakeman. You know what I mean?
No,
So-
because Emerson's the leader of that band.
So-
Right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I
The
grew
leader
up.
of Yes is John Anderson and Chris
That's-
Squire. Neither of
exactly
them are
right.
the band
That's
anymore.
the truth.
Right.
It
Right.
is the
That's
truth.
true. Yeah.
I was
I know-
always a
I
big
know
Keith
all my
Emerson fan when I was a kid,
emotions.
younger, high school, just out of high school. I was in Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Charles Green, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, or
Yeah.
Emerson, Lake and Powell?
Oh, hey, Emerson, Lake and Powell was my thing for oh God, I
They were
loved that
killer.
band. I thought it was awesome. A super group. And I was really into Cozy Powell
I had
and
to
Rainbow.
hide
I mean,
that I
he
had to
was my
hide that I
drummer for a
wanted
long
to
time.
be in high school because it was not cool then in like the early 90s to listen to Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I literally had to hide that shit.
brain salad surgery, man.
Great
Carnival
album.
9, first and second impression. Oh, geez, man.
But I would
And
take
that-
like a cassette case to like Maggot Brain and just put a blank cassette of ELP inside. So I'm like, what are you listening to? I'm like, Maggot Brain, you know.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't sound like that from here. You know.
I think that Geddy, because he was more of a finger bass player, Chris Squire was more of a pick.
Guys, if I was to go back to that
Yeah.
keyboard question again,
Eddie's a little more aggressive.
I would have picked Keith Emerson. I would have. One thing I remember from being a kid, and we used to go to the Cove Cinema in Hermosa Beach and see Yes Songs.
Nice.
I've probably seen the movie Yes Songs at least 35 times, at least that many times. What we did as kids, man. And so my saturation with the band Yes is all from that movie. And if you watch that movie enough times, you know that band like the back of your hand as far as
Yes at their
performance
peak. Yes
at
and
that time. It was at their peak and it was awesome. But Emerson, Lake and Palmer also have another one called it's not called Welcome to the Show, but it's the same type of movie. And if you compare, the thing about Keith Emerson is when I compare him to Rick Wakeman, it's like comparing Angus Young to
Don't do it.
Steve Howe. I mean, it's like,
All right.
look, he's such a badass. This guy he
buddy.
takes his Hammond
Don't
B3
he's
organ
worried.
and starts rocking this organ. All right. And he literally jumps around behind it and pulls it down on top of him and plays it backwards with it laying on top of him. And that's so rock. That's so metal. That's just taking it to a new level. And that
He used to stab it with knives.
he was crazy.
Well, I love the live ELP video where he has one keyboard set up with like multiple keyboards and then a piano, and he keeps running back and forth like a fucking nutcase.
He
Like,
would take
reaches each one, he doesn't miss a beat. He's like still soloing on one and then runs over.
Yes, he would take playing cards.
On the upbeat, he's like soloing on this part.
He'd take a deck of cards. He would take the card and he'd fold it and he'd throw it into a key or two keys and get himself, like a fragment of and he would leave it on and then he'd play off of it and he'd do that. And it's brilliant. So
like his hands in midair were coming into the keyboard going.
Yep.
And then that's insane.
Yeah, like that Phantom of the Opera kind of a deal, man.
Yeah. So Chris,
I love him. So I don't know, Rick Wakeman, Keith Emerson. I'll be honest with you, I lean towards Keith Emerson just because he was just the first guy that I thought was an awesome keyboard player who played a Hammond B3 organ. And the thing about that is at that same time, John Lord in Deep Purple was doing the same thing with a Hammond B3 organ, just in a different fashion. And I literally fell more into the John Lord after that. And for the simple reason that he would take that Hammond B3, he would put it through so much amp that it sounded almost like a guitar. Listen to Smoke on the Water.
Put it through a Leslie.
It's not a backtrack of a guitar. It's the organ it's the organ. Just listen to it real clearly. And so I fell in love with his Hammond B3 organ sound, and that's where my keyboard love fell, as with John Lord at that time. So, yeah. And then Rainbow was killing it, and Carrie, and oh God, I can't believe I can't remember his name now. Oh, it's gonna piss me off. Oh no. Anyway, I can't remember, but basically Rainbow keyboard player. Wow. Hammond B3 organs, man. That's the shit.
So I was going to ask Analog if roundabout bass riff or YYZ.
YYZ. When I met Geddy Lee last time, I framed my question because I did not want him to answer roundabout. I've learned to trick him out because I don't want him to give the answer that I don't want. So when I went up to him, I said, roundabout aside, Chris Squire's best moment. And he goes, Heart of the Sunrise.
There you go.
And I was like, I can live with that answer.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool.
Don't get me wrong.
I mean, I love that. I love roundabout, but yeah, that's why I wanted to ask.
Sunrise is a little more vicious. And
it is.
To circle back to you, Brendan, yes, I love Geddy Lee. Yes, he's my favorite rock star. Yes, he's my favorite bass player. But you don't get Geddy Lee without Chris Squire. Everything he's doing originally was Chris Squire. He just took it to another level. That's Chris Squire all night, all day. His biggest influence, without a doubt. And he will self-admit that. That's why he bought a full 001 Rickenbacker when he got the advance from the record company.
He could have
afford one, and he goes, I bought one because of Chris Squire.
He used the floor pedals too, very similar.
Yep, bass pedals, Taurus pedals.
He mentions that in the Big Book of Bass,
right,
about that stuff. So it's I haven't gotten.
I was crushed the day Chris Squire died, and I was at a Rush concert. And I couldn't believe he didn't mention it because when Entwistle died, he did mention it, and I couldn't believe that he would not mention it from the stage, because I get them. They're programmed. They say the same thing every single night. I get it. I could, all they change is the city's name. But he did make an exception the night Entwistle died. But when he didn't make the exception the night of Chris Squire, I was so pissed.
Maybe he didn't know.
Oh, he absolutely known.
Yeah.
Was it enough time where he would have known? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
He had a day.
Too. I think if you're Geddy Lee, I think someone tells you within about 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like maybe I wouldn't have known, but I don't think there's any way he couldn't have known. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was waiting for when he did his first intro. I'm like, here it comes. And when he didn't mention it, I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
But if you're Geddy Lee, you probably interact with like 400 to 2,000 different people every day of your life when you're on tour. So I'm sure like 40 to 100 of those people all told him. You know what I mean? If his
Chris Squire passed,
didn't tell him ahead of time. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but maybe he's having a couple-hour nap and
or maybe
sign on the door.
Maybe he's emotional about it and he just doesn't want to talk about it because it's too personal for him. But I just
maybe true.
I don't know.
There's many reasons, but I don't know.
I was tough because not to say something, but
the night Entwistle died, he mentioned.
I'm sorry?
He dedicated the show to Entwistle and said that we lost a fallen brother yesterday.
Oh, he did do that.
This one's with John Entwistle. Yeah, I was at the show. But then the night we lost Chris Squire, he didn't say a damn thing, and I was so livid. Wow. That's all I talked about all day long. And I'm like, he better mention it. He better mention it tonight. After what he did with Entwistle, he better mention it tonight. This guy's more important to him than Entwistle. This guy's way bigger to him.
Maybe it was bigger than that, though. Maybe it was a management call or something, and they said, don't say anything, and it was not his choice. That stuff happens, too.
We'll never know. We will never know unless you enter next time you see him. Analog.
I mean, it could be something.
Well, the next time I saw him, I asked a Chris Squire question, but I didn't say, why didn't you mention it from Madison Square Garden that night? He'd probably be like, you didn't? I don't even remember.
I mean, look at this. I mean, like, it could be the weirdest thing. What if, like, one of Squire's relatives was at the show, so he didn't mention out of respect for them? I don't know. But that does seem weird that he would mention one celebrity, kind of famous bass player, and not another big heavyweight.
He just did it. He just did it to make Analog Kid mad. He's like, I'm not going to mention it because I know he's going to.
He's got plenty to make me mad.
Brendan,
don't get me started, Brendan. I got a list.
I don't want to be on a list. I I'll be blacklisted.
That's why I framed my question. I'm like, because you're not going to get away with roundabout this time, pal.
It's
You're going to have to give me a different answer.
Yeah.
I'll take the easy route.
Easy. That's the
Shame on you.
easy answer. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I know you played roundabout with yes. We get that. I don't want to hear it. Pick another one.
Favorite yes song.
I
Favorite yes song, guys.
South Side of the Sky
on,
from
man.
Fragile. Nasty bass.
That's hard.
Man, you dug that out of the
You know
cellar.
that one?
That is no, not really. I've heard it a couple of times.
South Side of the Sky from
I
yes.
was going to pick something like All Good People, but geez.
I like Level Find a Way from Big Generator.
Nice. That
Level
was
Find a
slated
Way.
to be on Stevie Nicks' album.
Yeah. I love that song.
A lot of people don't
I love
know
the
that.
break in it. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know
Good
that.
song. It's a good pop song. Trevor Rabin wrote it.
Really?
Stevie Nicks was going to record it on Street Angel. They gave it to her. She passed.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, she passed. She also passed on These Dreams, which became Heart's #1
Heart,
single. She
yeah.
passed on that also.
Oh, hey, Analog.
That
let me
became
ask you a
Heart's
question.
only #1 song.
Let me ask you a question. Jumping back a few shows. Remember we were doing that show. You were talking about bands and how lightning doesn't strike twice. And I brought up and I corrected myself because I forget the band that I said, what about so-and-so? And you said, oh, it was Aerosmith. We were talking about bands that came back and actually had as big a heyday the second time around.
A bigger heyday.
What about Heart?
Yeah,
Because
same era. They had Song Doctors in '85. Yep, same thing. Yep.
Because MTV launched a whole different career for those girls.
They were going up in the '70s. They were dying at the end of the '70s, and then
when they were back at the Whiskey doing those two shows I saw them at. They were at the end of that era, and they hadn't even started the MTV era yet.
Right, but once they got them on MTV, gave them those 5 singles, and they had other songwriters write their songs for them.
Yeah,
they were massive that year. '85.
Yeah.
That's their biggest selling record.
I thought about that when you said These Dreams. I said because I wanted to mention that to you from before, and but yeah, you're absolutely right.
They were like right around, and that was when Aerosmith was on their last legs in '85. They came back right after that.
Yeah,
but they're very similar in that the industry kind of propped them up and made them 80s stars.
I think MTV.
Yeah.
MTV
saved a lot of people's careers.
They did.
Yeah, Heart and Aerosmith. True. Genesis to a certain degree too in the 80s.
Yes.
To a certain degree. They became big pop stars with MTV.
I saw a recent
yes, also 90125.
Phil Collins. I saw a recent interview with Phil Collins, and it was hard to watch.
Yeah, isn't that hard to watch?
Yeah, you should watch the clips where he's sitting down singing. That's even harder.
Well, he said he can't even hold the stick anymore. I'm like, oh man, sucks.
Getting old sucks.
Getting old sucks.
It does.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Yes, 90125 was also like a rebirth for them in the 80s too.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
And they were kind of dead towards the end.
They utilized MTV too with the videos.
Sure, they sure did. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Owner of the Lonely Hearts, their only #1 song. 90125 is their biggest selling album.
That's like the 5th or 6th song I ever learned to play on Over Lonely Hearts.
That riff is awesome.
That's their biggest commercial success.
You like that riff?
Oh, I love that riff.
Trevor Rabin.
And I like that. Like the keyboard mixed with the guitar is awesome.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, I could give like a stock answer, but I'll tell you what my latest favorite from them is. That one that they have from the album coming out in October. I think it's called Dare to Know.
The second single. Yeah.
It's like that with that cool guitar stuff in the beginning, and then it's got that real, I don't know, to me I call it like audio geometry, the way I have like a form of synesthesia where I don't see colors or numbers or that, but I see fractals and shapes when I hear sounds. Do you know what that is? So when I hear that song, to me it looks like almost like a geodesic dome. The sound of that song is like, it's almost like a, I don't know how to explain it. It's a specific geometric shape when I hear that song. Like
let me ask.
Perfect, you know what I mean?
Let me ask Charles this. In Owner of a Lonely Heart, are you a fan of the 2 guitar tone changes where there's a clean gain to start with, and then it becomes clean.
Yeah. I like the rockier version, so I like the beginning of the song better. The song actually mellows out towards the end. The second half of the song's not as hard. I love guitar-driven music. So my answer is, well, I don't know what my answer is. I like the beginning of the song better. No, I don't like that change. I don't know why they did it. Why?
I don't think I like it either.
No, I don't like it.
Everyone likes the heavy riff.
I like the heavy riff, period. So if a song's got a guitar in it and the guitar is balanced out, I heard do some stuff that didn't really have a lot of gain-driven tone. Larry Mitchell, he was on a show with David Nesdahl just a couple months ago, one of the last shows that he's been on doing, and he was showing some stuff he was doing. I forget exactly what it was, but his tone was just crystal clear. Now I don't know what he was going through, and I'll never own an amp system like that. But his tone was so freaking sweet. And it's not what I normally like. I don't normally like that. I like a George Lynch. I like a John Sykes. I love an Eddie Van Halen tone. Those three tones are my favorite tones. And so Larry Mitchell had a tone that I don't normally like so much, but I loved it. You know what? I'm getting old. I'm changing my stuff in my old age, I guess.
Oh, no, you're not. You'll always be a little metal guy. So Tom was mentioning a new album. Tony, did you get any new stuff this week? You always get new stuff.
New albums? No.
No, not new albums. Just new stuff.
Yeah.
New stuff.
I think I got a couple of new things. But, all right. Okay. So, let's do that. But let's show the kids what we'll be giving away for trivia.
You show that. I'll make water. I'll be right back.
Give me some.
All right. Let me.
Some of those. Go steal some of those.
Or regular, Brendan, flavored or regular water?
Flavored. I can't. Regular water is horrible.
All right, flavored.
My opinion.
All right.
Ooh, that's nice.
So that's what's up for later.
That's a cool pick, man.
Green is my favorite color.
So let's see what's shaking here.
Oh wow, nice.
Mark
Wow.
Slaughter.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Here's a cool one.
Oh, look at it.
Nice.
Get a load of this.
You'll have to help me on the Roman numerals there, B.
That's great. Super Bowl 52.
That's right. 52. Wow, that's a great pick, Tony.
That is.
Nice.
Foo Fighters.
Cool, man. I love the Foo Fighters.
Me too. Did you see that? Do you see that? I love them too. Do you see the video with that little chick, the little girl from England? That
yes. Wasn't
that amazing?
That's one of the great things about that band. They bring in so many different. It's like their thing. That if you go see the Foo Fighters, you are almost guaranteed to see a guest.
And
you're gonna see a fan come up.
Jeff
Cinderella's
good. Yeah.
Oh man.
Why is his pick shaped like that? It looks like a bass pick.
It does look like
all of his are like that.
Some dudes like
them
those
like
though.
That. Jeff liked these, so that all of his have always been like that.
That's a very favorite pick now, Tony.
Yeah.
Cinderella, so underrated. Long Cold Winter is an amazing record.
You're right about
that.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Album.
They get stigmatized as a hair band. They're not. They're a blues rock band.
No.
Straight up blues rock, man. You're absolutely
like Aerosmith.
You're right. They just
because they came out at that time and wore those clothes, they get stigmatized. Just like Tesla, just like Great White. None of those bands are hair bands. They're blues hard rock bands.
That's right. That's right.
But because they came out at that era, they get thrown in with that.
You got to give them some kind of a niche, right? That's what they do.
Wrong, though. Tesla, Great White, and Cinderella are not hair bands.
Me too.
I don't put them in hair band category. I really don't.
Cinderella,
but I think they were
Tom Keeper has an amazing voice.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. He still does.
Totally. He's
Still
sick.
does it. Yep. Yep. Amazing.
I like him falling apart at the seams when he goes, "Oh yeah!"
I love it, man. I love it.
Wait a second now. Wait a second. One more time.
Oh, he's gonna make him do it again.
Oh, in falling apart at the seams, Tom Keeper goes, "I got to get into character." Oh yeah!
That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
That's perfect. That's perfect, man.
It's close. It's not perfect.
What did I
Tom
come
Keeper
back
does
for?
it better.
Pretty darn good, Analog. Not bad, bro.
Well, aside from Tom Kiefer doing it, it was perfect.
I love when he does that. That's my favorite part of the song.
Yeah.
Man.
Look that up. Bad Seamstress Blues, Falling Apart at the Seams, Cinderella. And then play the whole damn record. Long Cold Winter.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Whole
Love
album.
that album.
It is. It is.
He's from like the school of the Stones and Aerosmith. Tom
Yeah.
Kiefer. And he plays a lot of
Yeah, he's-
instruments. Piano, guitar,
He's that era.
bass.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
He
Plays a lot
rules.
of piano.
Hey, John.
Welcome. So let's take care of a couple of things while we have it on the brain here. Yes, so a couple of announcements. So I can't find it, Brendan. Oh, I found it. All right. So Brendan B. Squared
Oh, hey.
handcrafts custom cigar box guitars, and they are very cool. And you want one. And
I want one.
there are links in the description.
I only got two striped ones left. Oh. I got this one, which is fretless, and it's got the Wolfgang
headstock.
or PV. Yep, and yeah, it's fretless.
That's nice, dude.
It's nice, but you can still fret it, you know. But it's for mostly slide, and I love the neck. The neck is just, and I don't do much with it. I just throw a little stain on it. I did fill the fret marks with wood filler and sanded it down, but yeah, it's
very cool. Bro.
And I 3D printed the nut. That's kind of cool, right?
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's really neat.
Very cool, bro.
Yeah, Simon Hosford was asking about my Dan Electro back there. That's the only guitar that I've ever purchased. The other ones I just threw together with parts. But I love that thing. That thing is amazing. Those lipstick pickups are freaking amazing. So, but yeah, it's a cool color too, surf green or whatever they call it, seafoam green.
Seafoam.
Simon, yeah, good guitar. Yep, seafoam. But yeah, so back to these. If you want one, just hit me up with an email, shoot me an email, and we'll talk. I'll try to make you anything you want. So yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Tony.
Right. So let's see what else we have on tap. So for those of you Van Halen fans, tomorrow night we will be here doing a Halenville live episode, 10 p.m. Eastern. That weekly show, 1 week from tomorrow on September the 19th, we will have the authors of this new book.
Yes.
That's coming out October the 5th.
That book is a fantastic read, you guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It is a fantastic read.
Really good.
That is next week on the show. But so the big announcement, and we haven't mentioned it until now, but you'll see more cards about this as we approach. But here in another week and a half after this show on the 19th, we are gonna move Halenville Live to Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and that starts September 22nd.
Excellent.
Moving to Wednesday, folks.
Very cool.
Moving to Wednesday.
We are
Put it on your calendar.
moving to Wednesday. So, yes, we will talk Van Halen on Wednesday from now on, starting September 22nd, Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but the following. So, yes.
Very cool, man.
Nice.
So that is that. So, let's give this guitar pick away.
Yeah. Let's give it away. Wednesday is going to be good. Hump Day, breaking up the week. Halenville Live, Van Hangout.
Wednesday, talking Van Halen on Wednesday.
Van Halen's good in and out of the week, you guys. Doesn't matter.
It is. It is. Uh-oh.
Awesome pick.
He's nice. You know, Charles, I was reading over that book today, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I felt like I was there with them, the way they describe and stuff.
It's such a different perspective. You know, the thing about it is these stories, a lot of these stories, this story's been told several times. A lot of this story we've heard before.
Sure.
Here's what I'm noticing. Okay, I'm only halfway. I'm only 1/3 of the way into the book right now.
Oh, I'm only about a quarter. Yeah.
And the chapters are long. And the read is not a difficult read. It's not a hard read, but it's an interesting read. And it's not the same perspective. There's a lot of different sides to a mountain. You got a story. It's a different take on it, you guys. It's a really, really good book.
Way different.
If you're a Van Halen fan, it doesn't matter if you're an Eddie fan or an Alex fan, a Michael fan, a Dave fan, a Sammy fan. This book's about Eddie, but it's about the entire band. It goes in depth. One of the best reads I've done in a long time.
Yeah.
And so I'm enjoying the hell out of reading this book, and I can't wait to get you guys on there, and we're going to talk about this thing. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be awesome.
A lot of fun.
Let's give this guitar pick away right now.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, Tony.
All right, so how we're going to do this week, we normally have a trivia question, but we do not. So you kids in the chat, I'm going to make this very short and sweet. The first correct answer that we see in the chat is going to be our winner, but all you have to type in the chat is whose name is on the other side of this guitar pick.
And not yet. Not until we say so.
Now.
I'm drawing a line. Do it now.
Okay.
Okay, do it now. Say it now.
Face.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it.
Your face.
Get to the
Whose
top
name is on the other side of this guitar pick?
No, it's not Asia, Keith. Come on.
My chat seems late.
Paramutant.
Asia,
Original Paramutant.
Original Paramutant, Steve Howe, is that correct?
You see it, Tony?
He's got it.
Go.
He's got it, guys.
Don't stop now, Brandon. Keep going, man.
Very cool, Original Paramutant. Very cool, bro.
I'm no Bent Tom, so.
No, I said don't stop now, man. That sounded awesome.
That's great. That's great.
Steve Howe.
Steve
What a cool pick.
Howe.
It is.
There you go. The original Paramutant.
Very cool, brother.
Nice job.
He's won
Has
here
he won?
before, right?
I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, Sandra says yes. So dude, I will mail you that Steve Howe Asia guitar pick out Monday morning. Thanks for
Nicely
being
done.
here, bro. Nice work.
Very cool, bro. Very cool.
All right.
Nice.
While I've got this
Very
camera
nice.
view here, let's
Uh-oh. He's getting out the tin.
yeah. All right.
Put it close to your face.
Let me take
didn't
this
stay.
off the screen here first. All right. You can hear me okay, or do I need to hold it
Yeah.
closer to
Hey,
my
Andrew.
face?
How's that, Tom?
It's cool.
Face. Nice.
All right.
Steve. That's a little round, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Be fancy.
He played that in roundabout. See what I did there?
I've seen what you did there.
Let's see what year.
Brendan, I was watching Key and Peele today. It was killing me. I was laughing.
Oh, those guys are great.
It was
Those guys
the
are awesome.
West Conference of Names. And they're like, listen.
Oh, yeah.
People gave us, and then they do the interview. Say, people gave us crap about this because they said this was really racist. Like, first of all, we're both biracial. They're like, secondly, go to watch the drafts and the combines and the college games.
It's true.
Really have names like this.
They do.
Like
my favorite though is the
player named Scientific Map. MAPP was the last name Map. So he named his first son on the birth certificate Scientific. And the kid was a pretty good basketball player. I don't know if he ever made it to the NBA, but he was pretty good in college, and it was Scientific Map.
That's great.
Wow.
That's great. One of my favorite ones was when the substitute teacher. Is there a Balake? Is there Balake in here? You damn messed up, AA Ron.
Jaqueline.
Yeah. Jaqueline, not Jacqueline.
My favorite is
man.
D Nice. They have this girl there, and he goes, D Nice. She goes, D Nice. He's like, say it. She goes, Denise. Denise.
Yeah.
Denise.
D Nice.
D Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Go tell the principal. Oh, shag hands up right now.
I think it was Balake.
Yeah.
You mean Blake?
Balake. And he's telling his big curly hair, and he goes, no, it's not. Like, he loses it. It's the best.
They are funny. That was a funny show. I mean, I don't think it's still going on, but it's a funny show.
Christopher Live Sour, was that the one where he has the Stratocaster backstage with the baby animals? Or is that he was playing Richie Blackmore licks once on a Strat like years before, but maybe it's a different one. Which one is it on YouTube? Because I'd love to see that if I haven't. Or if you can even just,
never a scoop.
Refer to a link. Go Big Red. Go Pack.
I wasn't able to see the chat earlier, but at 9:42, Keith H asked me if Frenzetta did the cover art for Yes. No, Frenzetta did the cover art for Molly Hatchet. Yes's art guy is called Roger Dean.
Yep.
He did Asia's too. That's why it always has that distinctive look.
Really cool stuff.
Kind of these weird atmospheres.
Had back in the 80s and even in the late 70s and mainly in the mid 80s, he had some of the best posters.
I love that trippy style art he does.
Yes. Yeah. I had a couple of his posters. Wish I had them today.
I mean, like the old Allman Brothers stuff they used to do for some of their live ones with all the mushrooms and cool.
Do you have the blacklight ones? Do you have the velvet blacklight ones, Charles?
Yeah.
You had those, didn't you?
Yeah, you asking if I had a velvet Elvis? Are you asking me?
No, not Elvis. Just any like those velvet black.
No, I actually had a velvet Elvis, so I really.
I have a velvet.
Oh, he's the king. What are you gonna do, man?
I have a velvet Jesus painting. No bullshit. A velvet
Cool.
jeans.
That's cool.
Black
That's cool.
velvet with gold paint, like gold, brown, and like a couple different colors. But the velvet Jesus.
Very cool, man. Hey,
And I'm not religious.
70s, right? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's the 70s, man.
I don't
lava lamps.
Andrew or Brad, but I'm guessing Andrew. I love the Allman Brothers, man.
Hey, look who's back.
Wrap it up. Let's go.
Eat a
We
pea.
gotta go.
She's back.
All right.
No more East album.
Back. They're telling us we have to go. Okay.
Back on the camera.
I guess we gotta go.
So we are gonna let her go, but let me pull up something.
Huh?
While we've got her.
Wednesday nights, how exciting.
Yes.
Yes. So where's my stuff here? Goodness. Pardon me, bear with me. Where is it at? It's at the top. Special thank you to show me your.
Yay.
You darn right.
Best one out there. No one better. There is no one better.
Thank God tractor season's over.
I know, right?
No.
Cool videos and photos though.
Yeah, so
I want more serial killer videos.
Yeah, Halloween's coming up here in a bit, and girl,
we take a lot of work.
Knocked it out of the park last October. So
the
let's.
next serial killer video is on Mikhail Popkov, aka the werewolf. So
I know that guy.
Very cool. Very
yeah.
cool.
So that should be coming out.
I always learn something new about even serial killers that I've known about before when you do yours. So that's why I want to see it.
The next upcoming video will be Dan Spitz, a guitar story. Dan.
Oh,
Spitz.
cool.
Halloween's on a Sunday this year.
Yeah.
Cool.
Halloween's on a Sunday this year.
Squatch Squad Live Season 2 starts October.
Did you say the most important holiday of the year is on a Sunday this year? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Say that again, Sandra. I didn't hear you.
Squatch Squad Live Season 2 starts October 30th with
cool.
Fruitcake, Tony and I.
Very
6 p.m.
cool.
Eastern, Saturdays. So.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yes, Tom,
Can't
it is
wait.
the best
I can't
holiday.
wait for that.
Halloween.
I'm still trying to think what I'm going to go as this year.
Elvis, you got the glasses right now.
All the kids at the school where I work are like, you have to dress up as something because it's going to be funny. They just want to make fun.
Just keep growing your beard. You could be John Petrucci.
That's what someone said.
Someone mentioned it in the chat.
I'm like, if it was long, maybe I would dye it white and I'll be Santa Claus for Halloween. I think that would be funny.
No, I'll be Santa
No one ever
Claus.
goes as Santa Claus on Halloween. What'd you say?
That's true.
Yeah.
No, I said that's what I'm going for.
That would be
shave
cool.
The sides.
King Diamond. If I could get someone to make me like the whole outfit, and everything, like I'd do it.
That'd be
great. Hairpiece, but you know.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Take care and God bless you guys. Be good.
Yes.
Sandra.
Be good. Don't be a stranger.
There you go.
And like we always say, Tony,
else.
hold it closer to your face.
Yes,
closer to your
absolutely will. Let's see. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Okay.
Come back tomorrow night.
Andrew said I'm Santa.
10 p.m. Halenville Live right here.
Closer to your face.
And don't forget the
Andrew is
new
Santa.
day and new time starting September
Yes.
22nd. Yes.
Mark your calendars.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mark it.
So 2 more Sunday episodes, and then Wednesday is our home. Yes.
Closer to your face.
All right, kids.
Take care, you guys.
Have
Be good.
a great
Oh wait,
weekend.
it's for live Sawa. Picks his girlfriend up at the airport at 10 on Halloween. He's face painting the
Nice.
Great.
As you said, sorry. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Excellent.
That's cool.
Excellent.
Original Paramutant. Congratulations.
Nice.
I'll
Right there,
make
buddy.
you pick out
Nice
Monday.
pick, bro.
Yeah, dude. And thanks, everybody. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not. And we'll see you right Back here next Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Show me your pick.
Take care, you guys. Be good.
See ya.
Rock on.